Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of rare money, the legendary Liberty coins, their shocking history, and how some of them are worth unbelievable amounts of money, reaching values like $787,976.49 and even more depending on condition, rarity, and demand. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand that looks ordinary but is actually worth more than a luxury car or even a house. That is the magic of rare Liberty coins. These coins are not just currency, they are history, art, and hidden wealth combined into one. Liberty coins have always been a symbol of freedom and power in American coinage. The design of Lady Liberty represents independence, strength, and hope. Over the years, many versions of Liberty coins have been minted, each with its own story, rarity, and value. Some are common, but others are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors around the world. Now let's talk about something that surprises many people. The year 1975 is often misunderstood in coin collecting. Many people believe there are special Liberty coins from 1975 that could be worth a fortune. While most 1975 coins are common, there are rare errors, special strikes, and unique conditions that can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Coin collecting is not just about age. It is about rarity, condition, mint errors, and historical significance. A coin from 1975 in perfect condition or with a rare minting mistake can be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is where the real excitement begins. One of the biggest reasons Liberty coins become valuable is mint errors. These errors happen during the production process and can include double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual metal compositions. These mistakes are rare, and collectors are willing to pay huge amounts to own something truly unique. Another important factor is grading. Coins are graded on a scale that measures their condition. A coin in mint state condition with no scratches, no wear, and perfect details can be worth many times more than the same coin in average condition. This is why collectors carefully preserve their coins and sometimes send them to professional grading services. Now imagine finding a Liberty coin in your old collection, a drawer, or even your pocket change. It might look normal at first, but with the right features, it could be worth a fortune. This is why millions of people are now checking their coins carefully. Let's talk about the high-value numbers that make headlines. Coins reaching values like $787,976.49 are not just coins, they are legendary pieces. These values come from rare auctions where collectors compete to own the best examples ever found. When rarity meets demand, prices skyrocket. The history behind Liberty coins adds even more value. These coins represent different eras of American history. From times of economic growth to periods of struggle, every coin tells a story. Holding one is like holding a piece of the past. Silver content is another factor that increases value. Some Liberty coins are made with precious metals like silver or even gold. As metal prices rise, so does the base value of these coins. Combine that with rarity and condition, and you have a powerful combination for high worth. Collectors also look for specific details like mint marks. These small letters on coins show where they were made. Certain mint locations produced fewer coins, making them rarer and more valuable today. Now here is something exciting. Many valuable coins are still in circulation or hidden in private collections. People often overlook them because they do not know what to look for. This creates opportunities for smart collectors to discover hidden gems. The world of coin collecting is growing fast. More people are joining, more auctions are happening, and prices are rising. Liberty coins are at the center of this excitement because of their beauty, history, and potential value. If you want to start collecting or checking your coins, focus on details. Look closely at the design, check the year, search for errors, and compare with known valuable examples. Knowledge is your biggest tool in this journey. Always remember, not every old coin is valuable, but every valuable coin was once overlooked by someone. The difference between a normal coin and a fortune can be just one small detail. Imagine the thrill of discovering a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That possibility is real, and it is what makes coin collecting so exciting. stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate the value of the coins you have. Your next big discovery could be closer than you think. This is Coins, where we turn ordinary change into extraordinary stories and hidden treasures into real wealth. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the collector world, the legendary 1976 Liberty coin. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but for some collectors, it has turned into a hidden treasure worth thousands, even life-changing money. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, something you might have ignored for years, and suddenly realizing it could be worth far more than its face value. That's exactly why this topic is so exciting. Let's begin. The year 1976 was very special in American history. It marked 200 years of independence, the bicentennial celebration. To honor this moment, special coins were minted with unique designs that stood out from regular circulation coins. These coins were not just currency, they were symbols of history, pride, and national identity. Among these, the Liberty-themed coins caught massive attention. Especially those minted in Denver, marked with the letter D. The 1976 D coins were produced in large numbers, yes, but here's where things get interesting. Not all coins are created equal. Some of these coins came out with rare minting errors. Others were struck with higher precision. A few were preserved in near-perfect condition. And a tiny number had features that collectors are willing to pay huge money for. Now you might be wondering, how can the same coin be worth just a few cents for one person, and thousands for another? The answer lies in details. Collectors look for condition first. A coin that has no scratches, no wear, sharp edges, and original shine is considered high grade. These coins are graded on a scale, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. Then comes rarity. Even though millions were minted, only a very small number survived in perfect condition. And even fewer have rare errors. Some coins have double strikes, where the design appears slightly duplicated. Others may have off-center prints, or missing details. These errors are not mistakes in the collector world, they are treasures. Now let's talk about value. Most 1976 D Liberty coins you find in circulation are worth their face value, maybe a little more. But when you step into the collector market, everything changes. A well-preserved coin can be worth tens of dollars. A high-grade uncirculated coin can reach hundreds, and a rare error coin, or one with exceptional quality, can go into thousands of dollars. There have even been cases where collectors paid extremely high prices, not because the coin is made of precious metal, but because of its uniqueness, history, and condition. That's the magic of coin collecting. Now imagine this. A coin sitting quietly in an old drawer. Forgotten. Ignored. Passed down from years. And one day, someone takes a closer look, and realizes it's not just a coin. It's a piece of history. It's a collector's dream. It's value waiting to be discovered. That's why people around the world are now checking their old coins. Searching through jars, boxes, collections, even inherited items, because coins like the 1976 D Liberty are still out there, still waiting, still hidden. Let's go deeper into what makes this coin special. The design itself is iconic. It represents freedom, independence, and national pride. The bicentennial theme gives it historical importance that ordinary coins don't have. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and this coin tells a powerful one. Now, the market today is very active. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby, it has become an investment space. Rare coins are being bought and sold globally. Auctions are happening regularly. Prices are rising as demand increases. Why? Because supply is limited. And no more of these coins will ever be made again, and every year, fewer high-quality coins remain. That's why collectors are willing to pay big money. Let's talk about how you can identify a valuable one. Look at the mint mark. If it has a D, it means it was minted in Denver. Check the condition. Is it shiny? Are the details sharp? Look closely for errors. Any unusual marks, doubling, or misalignment. If you think your coin is special, don't clean it. Cleaning can actually reduce its value. Instead, get it checked by a professional grading service. That single step can turn curiosity into confirmation, and confirmation into cash. Now here's something important. Not every 1976 D coin is valuable, but every valuable one looks ordinary at first. That's why knowledge is your biggest tool. The more you learn, the better your chances. Some collectors spend years searching for one perfect coin, others find it by accident. That's the beauty of this journey. You never know when you might get lucky. So next time you see an old coin, don't ignore it, take a second look, because hidden in your pocket, your drawer, or your past, there might be a coin worth far more than you ever imagined, and who knows, maybe your 1976D Liberty coin is one of them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and hidden value, stay connected with coins, because the next coin we talk about today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and often misunderstood coins in American history, the legendary Liberty coin, with a special focus on the 1976D mint and its current market value, rarity, and the shocking truth about how some of these coins are being sold for unbelievable prices. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary, something you might ignore every day, but in reality it could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is exactly what makes Liberty coins so exciting. These coins are not just currency, they are pieces of history, symbols of freedom, and for collectors, they are treasures that can change lives. The Liberty design has been one of the most iconic images in coin history. The figure of Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the identity of a nation. Over the years, many different Liberty coins have been minted, each with its own story, rarity, and value. Some are common and easy to find, while others are extremely rare and can sell for massive amounts at auctions. Now let's talk about the 1976D coin, a year that holds special significance because it marked the bicentennial of the United States. This was the 200th anniversary of American independence, and the U.S. Mint produced special coins to celebrate this historic moment. These coins featured unique designs that were different from regular issues, making them instantly collectible. The 1976D Mint mark means the coin was produced in Denver. Millions of these coins were made, so at first glance, you might think they are not valuable. And yes, most of them are still worth just their face value. But here is where things get interesting. Not all coins are equal. Some of these coins have rare errors, special conditions, or unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable. Collectors are always searching for coins in perfect condition, what is known as mint state. A coin that has never been circulated, with sharp details, no scratches, and original shine, can be worth significantly more than a worn-out coin. For example, a regular 1976D coin might be worth just $1, but a high-grade uncirculated version can sell for much more. But the real excitement comes with error coins. These are coins that were accidentally minted with mistakes. Maybe the design is slightly off-center, maybe there is a double strike, or maybe the metal composition is unusual. These errors are rare, and collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for them. There have been reports and claims online about Liberty coins reaching extremely high values, sometimes even figures like $787,976.48. While such exact numbers can sound unbelievable, it is important to understand that only the rarest and most unique coins ever reach such levels. These are usually one-of-a-kind pieces with extraordinary errors or historical importance. So how do you know if your coin is valuable? First, you need to carefully inspect it. Look at the mint mark, check the condition, and search for any unusual features. Even a small detail can make a huge difference. Second, consider getting it professionally graded. Coin grading services evaluate the condition and authenticity of coins, and a high grade can dramatically increase the value. Another important factor is demand. The coin market is constantly changing. What might not be valuable today could become highly sought after in the future. Trends, collector interest, and historical significance all play a role in determining value. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of fascination. These coins were not just made for trade, they were designed to represent ideals. The image of Liberty has evolved over time, reflecting different artistic styles and cultural values. Each version tells a story about the era in which it was created. In 1976, the bicentennial coins were meant to celebrate freedom and independence. People saved them as souvenirs, which is why many are still found today. But among these millions of coins, a few rare gems stand out, waiting to be discovered. imagine finding one of these rare coins in your collection or even in your spare change. It might look like any other coin, but with the right features, it could be worth a fortune. That is the thrill of coin collecting. It is like a treasure hunt where the prize could be life-changing. If you are serious about finding valuable coins, you need patience and knowledge. Learn about different coin types, study mint marks, and understand grading systems. The more you know, the better your chances of spotting something rare. Also remember that not every claim you see online is true. Some values are exaggerated to attract attention. Always verify information from reliable sources and consult experts when needed. But at the same time, never ignore a coin just because it looks ordinary. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are hidden in plain sight. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for Liberty coins with unique characteristics. Auctions have seen coins sell for incredible prices, and new discoveries are still being made. The market is alive, and opportunities are everywhere. Your journey into coin collecting can start with a single coin. Check your pockets, your old jars, your drawers. You never know what you might find. That 1976 D coin sitting quietly could be more than just a piece of metal. It could be a story, a piece of history, and possibly a valuable asset. Stay curious, stay observant, and keep exploring the world of coins. Because in this world, even the smallest discovery can lead to something extraordinary. This is Coins, your gateway to hidden treasures, rare discoveries, and the fascinating stories behind the money we use every day. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the world of numismatics, the story of Liberty coins, their history, their hidden value, and how certain rare pieces have reached unbelievable prices in today's market. Sometimes even rumored figures like $787,000 and beyond. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary, something that may have passed through hundreds of hands before yours, and yet that very coin could carry a story older than generations, a story of a nation, of freedom, of design, of rarity, and of immense value waiting to be discovered. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are symbols. The image of liberty has appeared on United States coins for more than 2 centuries, representing freedom, independence, and national pride. From early flowing hair designs to seated liberty and later standing liberty, each variation tells a different chapter of American history. Now think about the year 1977. At first glance, it may not seem like a special year for Liberty coins, especially since by that time many classic Liberty designs had already been replaced. However, the market does not always follow what seems obvious. Value in coins comes from rarity, condition, minting errors, and collector demand. Sometimes, even coins from common years become extremely valuable if they carry a unique error or an unusual feature. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for that one coin that stands out. A slight misprint, an off-center strike, a doubled die, or even a coin struck on the wrong metal can turn a regular coin into a priceless collectible. That is where the magic happens. That is where a coin from a seemingly normal year like 1977 can suddenly enter headlines and auctions with shocking price tags. The history behind Liberty coins goes back to the late 1700s. The earliest designs featured Lady Liberty with flowing hair, symbolizing a young and free nation. These coins were handcrafted with great detail, and due to the limitations of early minting technology, many variations exist. That is exactly why collectors value them so highly today. As time passed, the designs evolved. The draped bust Liberty appeared, followed by the capped bust, then seated Liberty, where Lady Liberty is shown sitting on a rock holding a shield. Each design change marked a shift in artistic style and political atmosphere. These coins were not just money, they were a message. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Liberty designs became even more refined. The walking Liberty $50 is one of the most iconic designs ever created. Even today, its beauty is admired by collectors and investors alike. The standing Liberty quarter is another masterpiece, showing Liberty in a bold and protective stance, but here is where things become truly interesting. Not all valuable Liberty coins are ancient. Some modern coins, including those from the late 20th century, have become extremely valuable due to rare minting errors or limited production runs. This is why the market can sometimes assign massive values to coins that most people would ignore. In the current market, coin collecting has become more popular than ever. Online auctions, collector communities, and global trading platforms have increased demand significantly. A coin that might have been worth a few dollars decades ago can now sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands, depending on its uniqueness. Condition plays a huge role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale, and even a small difference in grade can mean a huge jump in price. A coin in mint state condition, meaning it looks almost untouched, can be worth many times more than the same coin with wear and scratches. Another key factor is rarity. If only a few examples of a coin exist, collectors are willing to compete fiercely to own one. This competition drives prices higher and higher, sometimes reaching unbelievable levels. That is how certain Liberty coins have achieved extraordinary market values. Now imagine finding such a coin in your own collection or even in everyday change. It sounds unbelievable, but it has happened before. People have discovered rare coins in old jars, inherited collections, or even pocket change. That is why experts always recommend checking every coin carefully. The excitement of coin collecting lies in the possibility. Every coin has a story, and every collection has potential. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, the journey is always filled with surprises. Today's market is also influenced by global demand. Collectors from different countries are now investing in American coins, especially those with historical significance. This international interest has pushed prices to new heights. Liberty coins remain at the center of this excitement because of their timeless design and deep historical roots. They represent more than money, they represent identity, culture, and legacy. If you are serious about coin collecting, start by learning the basics. Understand mint marks, study coin designs, and familiarize yourself with grading standards. Knowledge is your most powerful tool in this field. Also, always be cautious. The coin market can attract counterfeit items. Make sure to verify authenticity through trusted sources or professional grading services. A genuine rare coin can change your life, but a fake one can lead to disappointment. The story of Liberty coins continues to evolve even today. New discoveries are made, new records are set, and new collectors join the journey every day. The thrill never ends. So next time you come across an old coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. It might just be a hidden treasure waiting to be uncovered. Stay tuned to Coins for more incredible stories, hidden values, and expert insights from the world of rare coins. Your next discovery could be closer than you think. Today we are diving deep into the secrets, history, and current market value of one of the most talked about categories among collectors, the Liberty coins, with a special focus on rare years like 1978 and why some of these coins are selling for unbelievable prices, reaching figures like $787,976 and even more. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but turns out to be worth more than a luxury house. That is exactly what has happened in many cases. Liberty coins have been part of American coinage for decades, featuring the iconic Lady Liberty design which represents freedom, strength, and hope. Over the years, different versions were minted, and each version carries its own story, rarity level, and value in today's market. Now let's talk about what makes a Liberty coin so special. First of all, the design itself is legendary. Lady Liberty is often shown in a graceful pose, sometimes walking, sometimes seated, sometimes wearing a crown or holding symbols of freedom. These designs were created by some of the most talented artists of their time, making each coin a piece of art as well as currency. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying history and craftsmanship, but here is where things get really interesting. Not all Liberty coins are valuable. In fact, most are quite common. The real value comes from rare variations, minting errors, limited production numbers, and condition. A coin from a common year in average condition might only be worth a few dollars. But the same coin in perfect condition or with a rare error can skyrocket in value. Now you might be wondering about the year 1978. At first, It may not sound like a special year for Liberty coins because classic Liberty designs were mostly used earlier. However, this is where collectors start paying attention to details. Sometimes coins from later years are confused, misprinted, or carry design elements that make them unique. In rare cases, experimental strikes or transitional designs appear, and these are the coins that become extremely valuable. The current market for rare coins is booming like never before. Collectors from around the world are searching for hidden gems. Auctions are reaching record-breaking numbers, and online marketplaces have made it easier than ever to buy and sell coins. A Liberty coin that might have been ignored decades ago could now be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the biggest factors that determines value is condition. Coins are graded on a scale, and the higher the grade, the higher the price. A coin in mint condition with no scratches, no wear, and perfect details can be worth exponentially more than the same coin in circulated condition. This is why collectors handle coins very carefully and often store them in protective cases. Another important factor is rarity. If only a few coins of a certain type exist, collectors are willing to pay huge amounts to own one. This is basic supply and demand. When demand is high and supply is extremely low, prices go up dramatically. Some Liberty coins have only a handful of known examples, making them incredibly valuable. Let's also talk about mint marks. These small letters on coins indicate where the coin was produced. Different mints can produce coins with slight variations, and sometimes one mint produces far fewer coins than others. This makes those coins rarer and more valuable. For example, a Liberty coin from one mint might be common, while the same coin from another mint could be worth a fortune. Errors are another fascinating aspect. During the minting process, mistakes can happen. These mistakes can include double strikes, off-center designs, missing elements, or unusual textures. While errors might sound like defects, in the world of coin collecting they are often highly desirable. Some of the most valuable coins in history are actually error coins. Now let's come back to those huge numbers. Seeing a coin valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars might sound unbelievable, but it is real. High-end collectors and investors are always looking for rare pieces to add to their collections. Auctions often see intense bidding wars, driving prices higher and higher. A coin that starts at a few $1,000s can end up selling for an incredible amount if multiple collectors compete for it. History also plays a major role. Coins that were minted during important historical periods tend to attract more attention. They are seen as tangible connections to the past. Holding such a coin feels like holding a piece of history, and that emotional value adds to the financial value. The global coin market has also changed a lot in recent years. With the rise of digital platforms, collectors can now connect with sellers from all over the world. This has increased competition and made rare coins even more valuable. Information is also more accessible, allowing collectors to research coins in detail before making a purchase. If you are thinking about starting your own collection, Liberty coins are a great place to begin. They are widely recognized, historically significant, and offer a wide range of price points. You can start with affordable coins and gradually move up to rarer and more valuable pieces as your knowledge grows. However, it is important to be careful. The coin market can be complex, and there are fake coins out there. Always buy from trusted sources and, if possible, get coins authenticated by professional grading services. This ensures that you are getting a genuine coin and paying a fair price. Another tip for collectors is to keep learning. The more you know about coins, the better decisions you can make. Study different types, learn about grading, understand market trends, and stay updated with recent sales. Knowledge is one of the most powerful tools in coin collecting. There is also a strong emotional aspect to collecting coins. Many collectors enjoy the thrill of the hunt, searching for rare pieces and discovering hidden treasures. Each coin has its own story, and building a collection is like creating a personal museum of history. As we move forward, the value of rare coins is expected to continue growing. More people are becoming interested in collecting, and the supply of rare coins is not increasing. This means that prices are likely to rise over time, making coin collecting not just a hobby but also a potential investment. So next time you come across an old coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. Check the date, the design, the mint mark, and the condition. You never know, you might be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than you can imagine. The world of Liberty coins is full of surprises, history, and incredible value. From their beautiful designs to their fascinating stories and skyrocketing prices, these coins continue to capture the attention of collectors around the world. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, there is always something new to discover in this exciting world. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the world of numismatics, Liberty coins. These coins are not just pieces of metal. They carry stories of nations, economic change, artistry, and in some rare cases, unbelievable value that can reach into the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary, maybe something you've seen before, but in reality it could be worth more than a luxury house. That is exactly why Liberty coins continue to attract collectors, investors, and treasure hunters from all around the world. The story of Liberty coins begins in the late 18th and 19th centuries, when the image of Lady Liberty became a powerful symbol in coin design. She represented freedom, independence, and hope. Over time, this image evolved across different coins including cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and gold coins. Each design variation reflects a specific era in history, making every coin a time capsule. By the time we reached the 20th century, Liberty coins had already gained massive popularity. Some designs were replaced, others discontinued, and a few became extremely rare. This is where the magic of value begins. When a coin is no longer produced and only a limited number remain in good condition, its value can skyrocket. Now let's talk about something that excites everyone, the market value. In 1980, the coin market saw a major shift. Precious metals like gold and silver reached historic highs. This caused many Liberty coins, especially those made with silver or gold, to increase in value. Collectors rushed to buy rare pieces, and some coins that were once ignored suddenly became valuable assets. During that time, a Liberty coin in average condition might have been worth only a few dollars, but rare variations, mint errors, or coins in perfect condition started selling for hundreds and even thousands. Fast forward to today, and the market has become even more intense. In the current market, Liberty coins are among the most sought-after collectibles. Some rare specimens have reached astonishing prices. There are cases where Liberty coins have been valued at amounts like $787,976.44 or even more depending on rarity, condition, and demand. But what makes a Liberty coin worth such a huge amount of money? There are several key factors. First is rarity. If only a small number of coins were minted or survived, collectors are willing to pay a premium. Second is condition. Coins that look almost new, with sharp details and no wear, are extremely valuable. Third is historical significance. Coins linked to important events or periods can attract serious buyers. And finally, mint errors. A small mistake during production can turn an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. One of the most interesting aspects of Liberty coins is how people discover them. Sometimes they are found in old collections passed down through generations. Other times they appear in pocket change, forgotten drawers, or hidden boxes. There are even stories of people finding valuable Liberty coins in flea markets or garage sales without realizing their true worth until later. Collectors today use advanced tools and grading systems to determine a coin's value. Professional grading services carefully examine each coin and assign it a grade based on its condition. This grade plays a huge role in determining how much the coin can sell for in auctions or private sales. The demand for Liberty coins continues to grow because they combine beauty, history, and investment potential. Unlike many modern assets, coins are physical objects that you can hold, study, and preserve. They also offer a sense of connection to the past that cannot be replaced. If you are interested in starting your own collection, Liberty coins are a great place to begin. You don't need a huge budget to get started. Even common coins can teach you about grading, history, and market trends. As you gain experience, you can move on to rarer and more valuable pieces. It is also important to stay informed about the market. Prices can change based on demand, economic conditions, and collector interest. Keeping an eye on auctions and sales can help you understand what coins are currently popular and which ones might increase in value in the future. Another exciting thing about Liberty coins is the possibility of hidden treasures. There are still undiscovered coins out there waiting to be found. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story includes unexpected value. Many experienced collectors recommend focusing on quality rather than quantity. A single high-quality Liberty coin can be worth more than a large collection of common coins. Patience is key. Building a valuable collection takes time, research, and dedication. In recent years, online marketplaces and auctions have made it easier than ever to buy and sell coins. However, this also means you need to be careful. Always verify authenticity and deal with trusted sellers. Counterfeit coins do exist, and it is important to protect yourself by learning how to real coins. The future of Liberty coins looks very promising. As more people become interested in collectibles and alternative investments, the demand is likely to increase. This could push prices even higher, especially for rare and well-preserved coins. At the same time, the historical importance of these coins ensures that they will never lose their appeal. They are not just valuable because of money, but because of the stories they carry. Each coin represents a piece of history, a moment in time that has been preserved for generations. So next time you come across an old coin, take a closer look. It might be more than just spare change. It could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their incredible journey from everyday currency to valuable collectibles, make sure to stay connected with Coins for more fascinating stories, rare finds, and expert insights from the world of numismatics. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and often misunderstood topics in the coin world, the legendary Liberty coins. These coins are not just pieces of metal, they are powerful symbols of freedom, history, and sometimes, unimaginable wealth. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance, but in reality could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is exactly what makes Liberty coins so exciting for collectors and treasure hunters around the world. Let's start with the idea of Liberty itself. The image of Liberty has appeared on American coins for over 2 centuries. She represents freedom, hope, and strength. Over time, her design has changed across different coins, from flowing hair to seated figures, to the famous Walking Liberty design. Each version tells a story about the era in which it was created. Now here is where things get really interesting. Not all Liberty coins are equal. Some are extremely common, while others are incredibly rare. The difference between a coin worth $1 and a coin worth hundreds of thousands can come down to tiny details. A small mint mark, a slight variation in design, or even a specific year can completely change the value. Let's talk about the year 1997, because many people believe modern coins cannot be valuable. That is not always true. While most 1997 coins are common, certain rare errors or special mint versions can turn an ordinary coin into something collectors are desperate to own. These include off-center strikes, double dies, and coins with unusual finishes. Collectors are always searching for coins in perfect condition. This is called mint state. A coin from 1997 that has never been used, with sharp details and no scratches, can already be worth more than its face value. But if that same coin has a rare error, its value can increase dramatically. Now let's move to the high-value side of Liberty coins. Some Liberty coins have sold for unbelievable amounts. There are rare examples where coins have reached values close to hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases even more depending on rarity and condition. The number you mentioned, 0.787.97643, reflects the kind of extreme valuation collectors dream about. While not every Liberty coin reaches that level, certain rare pieces absolutely can. One of the biggest factors that determines value is scarcity. If only a few coins exist, collectors will compete fiercely to own one. This competition drives prices higher and higher. Another factor is historical importance. Coins tied to important events or limited production runs often become extremely valuable over time. Condition is everything. A coin that looks worn and damaged might be worth very little, while the same coin in flawless condition can be worth a fortune. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign them a grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Another exciting part of collecting Liberty coins is the hunt. People search through old collections, coin rolls, and even everyday change hoping to find something rare. There are real stories of individuals discovering valuable coins in the most unexpected places. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is an adventure. Now let's talk about market trends. The coin market changes constantly. Prices go up and down depending on demand, rarity, and global interest. Recently, there has been a growing interest in rare coins, especially among new collectors. This has pushed prices higher for many Liberty coins. Gold and silver content also plays a role. Some Liberty coins are made of precious metals, which gives them intrinsic value. Even if the collector value fluctuates, the metal itself holds worth. This makes certain Liberty coins a form of investment as well, but here is something very important. Not every coin you see online is as valuable as it claims to be. There is a lot of misinformation out there. Some listings exaggerate prices or show unrealistic values. That is why knowledge is your most powerful tool. Understanding the details, checking authenticity, and learning from reliable sources is key. If you are serious about finding valuable Liberty coins, start by examining the date, mint mark, and condition. Look for unusual features. Compare your coin with verified examples. And if you believe you have something special, consider getting it professionally graded. The beauty of Liberty coins is that they connect the past with the present. They remind us of history, art, and the value of small things that can become incredibly significant over time. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, there is always something new to discover, and who knows, maybe right now, sitting in a drawer or hidden in an old collection, there is a Liberty coin waiting to be discovered. A coin that could change everything.